Have you ever wondered whether a serial killer is born with a chip of evil in his brain? Or whether a hero of humanity possesses a special gene that makes him so noble? For centuries, philosophers and scientists have been locked in a battle of ideas. Are we born angels corrupted by the world, or monsters tamed by civilization? The answer is not as simple as black and white. Inside every cell of our body, there is a battle between the primal egoism of survival and the social instinct of mutual assistance. Let's dissect our genetic code and evolutionary history to find the answer. Which side are you really on? Once, the academic world held fast to the concept of tabula rasa, the idea that humans are born without any mental content. However, modern research in developmental psychology has shattered that barrier. Babies as young as a few months old, who can't even talk or walk, apparently already possess a rudimentary moral compass. In experiments involving puppet shows, babies consistently preferred helpful characters over hindering ones. This proves that the capacity to recognize kindness and a preference for it is hardwired in our brains from birth. This is what we call biological empathy. Evolution has shaped us to be social creatures. Why? Because in ancient times, selfish and evil humans were expelled from the group, and exclusion meant death. Conversely, those with a seed of fairness and a willingness to share the workload had a higher chance of survival. So technically, our genes select for kindness, not out of morality alone, but because it was the smartest survival strategy. Kindness is our evolutionary weapon for conquering the wild. However, behind the beautiful narrative of the good baby, there is a dark side we must acknowledge. If we are programmed to be in groups, we are also programmed to be suspicious of outsiders. Our seeds of goodness are often limited to our own small circle. This is the root of prejudice, conflict, and war. We are born with the capacity to love our group, but simultaneously with the seeds to hate their group. Human goodness, in essence, is a coin with two sides to it. If we have the seeds of goodness, then where does pure evil come from? Science has discovered the existence of what is often called the warrior gene, or MAOA gene. People with certain variations of this gene are known to have difficulty regulating neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which makes them more impulsive, aggressive, and difficult to feel remorse. Does this mean they are destined to become criminals? Herein lies the wonder and horror of human psychology. There is a famous case of a neuroscientist who, while studying the brains of serial killers, discovered that his own brains had identical characteristics to those of the criminals. He had the same bad genes and structural brain abnormalities, but the difference was that this scientist lived a successful life as a good person. Why? The answer is environment. This scientist grew up in a loving family, while the killers he studied typically grew up in violent and traumatic environments. The evil gene is like a gun, but it's the environment that pulls the trigger. A person might be born with aggressive tendencies, but if they're taught to channel that energy into sports or positive leadership, those bad genes can become an asset. Conversely, even without genetic predisposition, extreme social pressure and poverty can turn even the gentlest person into a brutal force for survival. This demonstrates that our morality is a constant dialogue between our genetic code and our life experiences. Ultimately, asking whether humans are good or evil is like asking whether water is hot or cold. It all depends on the temperature of the surrounding environment. We are born with potential. We have a selfish gene that wants to win, but we also have mirror neurons that allow us to feel the pain of others. We are a mix of animal instincts and angelic aspirations. The choice to become the person you want to be each day is not determined by what is written in your DNA, but by your conscious decisions when faced with temptations to do bad. The world may give us the seeds, but we are the ones who have ultimate control over what kind of forest will grow inside our souls.